Well, look what I got. Finally. Only took me 6 steps. Man, I'm so happy. This guy's a beast! Welcome back to another episode of Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Blazing. Today, we are continuing on the series of getting down to the brass taxes. We're checking out the new Obito from the Blazing Fest that's currently going on right now. That came out last week in JP. Spoilers, which you probably already saw at the beginning. I pulled the man. I pulled him on the 6th step. Super excited about that. I already got a dupe into him because of the dupe stone, because you have to have it. And I'm also going to start playing some stuff on the side, so you see his. Oops, sorry about that, guys. You start seeing some gameplay footage, PvP, PvE, Phantom Castle, everything else. So you see kind of his abilities and stuff as we go, as we talk about him. So. Obito, I can't even talk. Obito, a Uchiha, drawn to life. He's skill mid-range, 80-40, max and lowest once you get all his dupes. His max health is 22-22. With pills, it's 25-22. Strength is 1350. With pills, it's 1450. His luck is, of course, goes up to 99. He has almost 47,000 HP in PvP. He has over 2k strength in PvP, and his speed's a 184, which can be boosted up to 214. His field skill is boost critical rate by 1.5 to 2 times, and boost critical rate by 2.5. This man can crit a lot. He does crit a lot, and he can help others crit quite often. A couple of newer units, you're starting to see more and more of them doing crits, so maybe that's kind of the meta they're going to push for now, is more crits. I don't know. Crits as a field skill and a buddy skill is okay. I would still rather do healing, damage reduction, or attack boosting. His sync skills here, if he's synced with other skill units, is lower the rate getting immobilized, reduces heart damage if synced with other mid-range, and if he's synced with 1 heart, 1 skill, 1 body, he boosts attack for 125. The 250 is in PvP, so he can hit even harder. His jutsus are increase his jutsu and his ultimate by 2, so as we'll look here in a minute, that's awesome. He lowers the chance of you getting countered, so like in PvP, if you're fighting Killer Bee or Renegade Sasuke, they always counter you most of the time. Well, his 2nd and 4th ability will lower the chance of you getting that done to you, which isn't that big of a deal, but it does occasionally get you killed. So I guess not great. I'd rather have something else like a boost in attack, or which would make him even more broken. But boosting attack, boosting like some health, something else. Lower the rate. His 4th one again is lower the rate. His 3rd one, is extend the status duration of the jutsu or secret jutsu by 1. So I'll explain that in just a second what that means. And the 5th one is 20% chance of reducing chakra consumption by his ultimate to 0, meaning 20% chance of him not using any chakra when he uses his ultimate attack, which is awesome. Madara has the same thing. His jutsu is 6 times attack towards all enemy in range, knocks them back, and has a 60% chance to immobilize for 2 turns. In PvP, it's 1 second. So if you go to his 3rd duped ability, extends that by 1. So now this is 3 and 2, which is fantastic. And it's a 60%. So it's a very high chance that it is going to happen. In PvP, I can tell you from personal experiences, it's absolutely 60%. More times than not, I get it, but there's times I don't, or I just get on one person. So that's absolutely 60%. Unlike dodge rate, as we all know, dodge rate says it's 10 to 15%, and it's more like 90%. His ultimate is 28 times attack. And if you have the first dupe, that's why I put a dupe stone into him, it is now 30. So it is 8 and 30 at a 5 chakra cost and a 10 chakra cost. 30 times attack to skill damage, so neutral damage 30 times, and base damage. Oh, and it's neutral damage to all enemies. So even when he's going up against heart enemies, he's still going to do neutral damage. It's the Madara effect. So this man will nuke a heart unit without any issue. Especially when you're running 2, it's pretty much GG after that. His hit count's 8 on his secret, on his regular jutsu. On his ultimate jutsu, it's a 10 count. So you hit more than one person, you're getting ultimate and you're getting chakra back. It's a rectangular. It goes across pretty much the entire screen. So on stuff like PvP and PvE, if you can line them up in a line that goes from left to right, then you can hit most of them. And they call it fast range just because it does that from screen to screen. But the box isn't that huge. The rectangle, it's not that wide, so they have to be kind of close. The ultimate now is Madara's first jutsu. It has that big half C-shaped cone that kind of takes up like a third of the screen. But it only hits one person, so you gotta make sure you aim that properly, because if not, if they're bunched together and you're trying to hit, say, a boss, and you got the other 2 or 3 goons around them, you gotta make sure you get it in there so you can hit that goon. And then he has no affiliation. They have, okay, perfect. They have his jutsus right here. Let's check them out real quick. And you can also see them on the side as I'm playing through PvP. There's his first jutsu. And his ultimate, which looks super cool. So there's that. And again, you're seeing it on the side too. So depending on what you're looking at. Now, let's go ahead and break this a little further. Let's start with PvE. In PvE, is he optimal on a team? Well, with everything I just said, yes. He's your #1 hard hitter. He's going to be on every team. His best friend on a skill team is KCM Minato. On my last video, I talked about this. He boosts skill attack by 300. So having just him on the field takes his damage and increases it by 4,000 to 5,000. On his ultimate, on his regular, it's about half of that. So Minato's a great person to have. As you see on some of my video on the side, I even threw in the Blazing Fist Tsunade behind Obito because she boosts attack by 140. And I had 2 Minatos on the field, so that is a 740 boost, which he did 98,000 damage. That is OT level damage. 1 damage on someone who doesn't have the 150 boost, hitting for almost 100k damage. That is unreal. Nobody's surviving that. If you can get to the boss of any stage, get that off, they're dead. Granted, that was body unit, but on a neutral damage unit, that's still going to be doing 60k damage at least. You are good. So for PvE, fantastic. He's going to be on every skill team. And as most of you probably already seen, he's most of your buddy list, he's covering all of that. So he's not very hard to find. For Ninja Road, he does neutral damage and he does a lot of it. He is the hardest hitting unit in the game. Shiny, if I can remember to put that down on the bottom, Shiny did a video of 150 boost on this man. He did 342k damage. That's remarkable. No one's even come close to touching that. He's almost 100k more than the next closest person. So for Ninja Road, yeah, he's going to be on your team. Just so he can come out and nuke a boss. So for Ninja Road, yes. For PvP, This dude's killing it for me in PvP. You'll see a lot of gameplay and stuff, but this dude is just crushing it. He is slow. I did max out his speed, so he's at 214, which is putting him right there in the range of Kirin Sasuke and Killer Bee. So you see those two quite often in PvP. 214 is not what you like, but it's acceptable for a second row person. Of course, you want it a little faster, but for the amount of damage he's doing, the chance of immobilizing, it's well worth the reduction in speed. But the good thing is, he's going to match up with speeds of a lot of slower units that you see out there a lot of. So it's not as bad of a hindrance. If you keep him at the 184, it is a hindrance. He's going to get lapped by everyone. And your really speedy people, it's going to be like twice. So you might want to put some speed pills into him if you can, just to get that up to about 200. And him being at almost 47,000 health on PvP, dude's a tank. He's going to tank anything and everything you throw at him. He's going to take 3 jutsus to try to kill this guy. If it's hard enemies, it's going to take at least 2 of them to kill him. I mean, that's fantastic. Someone that's over 200 speed now with 47,000 health. Granted, it was with speed pills. That I'll take that every day of the week. And a lot of people keep bringing Haku, bringing CM2 Sasuke, bringing Killer Bees, building Hashiramas, Taka Sasukes. You just keep seeing all these body units. If he can line up a couple of them, that's with his one jutsu, he's doing 28,000, you know, depending on who else is out there and everything, but doing about 27,000 damage. That's killing off most of your people, body units. A neutral damage is about 13 to 15,000, somewhere in that range. So it's very, very good. And he's giving chakra, so it's helping everyone else on the field. So for PvP, outstanding. Phantom Castle. Is he good for Phantom Castle? Well, as you see on the side, he's now part of my team. That team is so overpowered right now. I'm just crushing people in 2 turns, sometimes 3 with my setup. So he is fantastic for that. As long as you can, again, get everyone in, bunch them together, or use a jutsu, push one of the people to someone else so you can get both of those juices off. That's GG again. I mean, it's fantastic. I'm going to say on my scaling from 1 to 5, I'm going to say 5 across the board on all of it. He is a must-have unit. He is a fantastic unit. Will he be better than some of these other characters? Is he better than some of these other characters that are already in the game? Like he's viewed kind of as the skill Madara. He's very, very good. Madara gives you attack boost. He gives you buddy healing. He gives you automatic slip damage. So Madara, I think, is still slightly better, but not by much. I know here on the Reddit, they have said some things about him. That he's in the top, I believe they said he's in the top 10, if I can find that. I don't see it there. They say he's in the top 10. I think he's right around 8th or so. Some people still like Utataka better. I don't have Utataka, so I don't know. I like him a lot. He doesn't have as much range to him as some of the other characters, but he makes up with that straight damage. So if you're looking for straight damage, he's your man. If you're looking for someone that has a lot more gimmicks to him and do more things, then he's definitely not that, because critical rate boost is nice when it goes off, but it's not going to be going off every turn, where buddy healing or something like that is happening. So there's a little bit of drawback to him, but you know, it's that old Mike Tyson thing. Everyone has a plan. Everyone does, you know, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face. And that's what this guy's going to do. He's going to punch you very hard in the face. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and thumbs up. If you're not subbed to the Reddit or checking out this wiki, go ahead and do that. Fantastic group of people. Fantastic work they're doing. Definitely support them. If you're not subbed to me, go ahead and hit that sub button right now. Leave a Comment down below. Let me know if you have pulled the man, what you think of him. Are you using him in Phantom Castle, in PvP? Is he part of your main skill team? Let me know all that down in the comment section. Other than that, take care, and I will see you on the flip.